everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. So in my last episode, we took out areas 3 and 4 of the game, and in this episode we're going to be searching for the Technodrome in areas 5 and 6 of the game. So notice these sewer manholes on this base, and in one of the 3 manholes, one in the north, one down here in the southeast, and one down in the southwest, is the Technodrome. And there is a 50% chance it'll appear in the southwest, and a 25% chance it'll appear in either of the other 2 locations. But before we start looking for the Technodrome, we are going to fill up on pizza and get all of our turtles back up to full power. So this building actually has a half pizza in it, and so we're going to go back in and fill up each of my turtles. And if you head to the south here, you can actually find a captured turtle. So now that I've done that, I've gone back in and filled up all of my turtles. We are ready to roll and look for the Technodrome. Now, which of the manholes that the Technodrome is actually located in is determined by when you press start on the title screen to start the game. And so there is basically a range of frames that will determine which of the locations the Technodrome will show up in. Now, if you have a game over and continue, it'll almost always be in this particular manhole. And again, this one is the most likely for it to appear in because it's the longest and most annoying area to get through, with most of the enemies that you have to take out. So we have these porcupine monsters, and then we have these rolly guys that look like little aliens, and then we have those Metroids over to the right. So they do a lot of damage if you give them a chance. So we're going to be using Donatello here to try to kill them from up here. And then I'm going to drop down with one of my turtles and try to use my sub-weapons to take out the other guy. It's best to just try to hit and run these guys. If possible, just jump over them and continue onward, because they do take a lot of hits, especially if you're using a turtle's regular weapon, other than Donatello. Now this rolly guy will sometimes go flying off the end like this, and sometimes he will roll right above the edge and then drop straight down. But fortunately, sometimes they roll right off the screen and they will clip out of bounds and you don't have to deal with them. So here we just want to go. Let's just take some damage, do some damage boosting. These porcupine enemies you can oftentimes, catch in a little bit of a loop, a pattern so to speak, and you can usually take out their spines with your regular weapon pretty easily if they don't charge you. Unfortunately, I'm not getting hit by this spider enemy. But we should have scrolled the rolly guy off the screen. We'll take those ninja stars for sure, since we didn't have many of the triple ninja star left. And then we are almost to where the Technodrome may be located. I don't know, we'll find out. If not, we'll have to head back up and then try to go through, one of the other sewer entrances. So hopefully we will get a black screen here with the theme music for the boss. And we did. So we want to head all the way to the right and duck down to avoid this lightning attack. We want to switch to Donatello and then start aiming upward with our bow to take out these guns. So you really want to take out at least the front gun. That is the most dangerous. And then I'm going to take out most of the parts of the Technodrome. Once you take out the front gun, you basically can start hitting the eye if you want. You can actually destroy both of the guns, the hatch that the foot soldiers are coming out of, and both of the parts on the front and back that shoot the lightning if you want to. I'm just going to destroy the guns and also the hatch with the foot soldiers coming out. Because once those are destroyed, basically, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about taking too much damage anymore. And then we'll start jumping and hitting the eye. So it takes quite a few hits with Donatello to kill the eye. And again, you only usually get about 2 shots in per time that the eye is open. But once you have all the other parts destroyed, the eye goes down pretty fast. And there we go. And now watch as the Technodrome shifts here so that we can jump inside. But that is it for Area 5. We have defeated the Technodrome, and now we are going to go inside the Technodrome for the hardest level in the game, which is Area 6. And And April lets us know that we are great. This is the final battle, and we still have her support. Yay. Now the dick move here is to have an enemy right behind where you appear. And then we're gonna save, so I don't have to redo level 5. Alright, so you may have noticed that our radar is not working in this area, so you have to figure out where to go. Now in general, you're going to want to use Don throughout this area, except in certain spots, because he is the one that is most easily able to take out the enemies. These enemies are very difficult. You want to duck under the rocket pack guys in general, let them go over you. Oh man. Because if you don't, you're going to get hit by them and they do a lot of damage. And then these whirly enemies, again, you can duck under them. I don't usually trust them, so I'm going to attack as well just to destroy them. Now there's 2 routes you can take from here. You can go up or down. The upper route is longer and has more enemies. The shorter route is actually to the south here, but you're going to have spikes and basically areas that are going to do automatic damage. So you kind of have to decide what you want to do. Do you want to take your chances with the enemies, or do you want to go the shorter route and take the automatic damage and just switch between your turtles to keep yourself from dying? The key is to keep Donatello alive. You want him alive for Shredder. Or if not Donatello, then you want a turtle with a sub-weapon like the boomerangs, or the scroll. If you have scrolls, make liberal use of them. Although you do want to save a few here for the final area of Doom, which is coming up. We want to get through these spikes as quickly as possible. This is the automatic damage I was talking about. We're going to try to jump over these guys because they do a lot more damage than the spikes do. And then we want to try to outrun them to not take any damage. We're going to do a short little drop hop here to avoid the rocket pack guy. Now we're going to head to the left here and continue onward. Now if you have to continue because of a game over, you will start at the beginning of the Technodrome, but you do lose all of your sub-weapons. And there is actually an area in the Technodrome where you can get a turtle back that has been captured if it died. But we're hopefully not going to have to deal with that. All of my turtles are going to be in pretty rough shape when we get to the end here, but hopefully we will beat the final boss Shredder without dying. Ow. Alright, so now what we want to do is jump over this laser shooter and grab the invincibility. And that'll let us get through the next screen. And we will get to the worst screen in the game, the Hallway of Death, or the Hallway of Doom, or whatever you want to call it. This is easily the hardest area in the game. So you want to continue to the right, duck under the rocket pack guys, destroy the whirly guys as you head forward, and then the hallway is going to narrow and narrow, and more enemies are going to come, and they're going to start doing damage to you. Now if you can, you want to scroll them off to the left side of the screen, because then you don't have to deal with them. But you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to kill them to continue. Now if you have the scrolls, you can just keep throwing them and they will take out most of the enemies immediately. Now because we're going to be heading into this hallway, we do want to kill that rocket guy. Dang it. Alright, so once we're in here, go forward slowly, duck down whenever a rocket pack guy appears until he phases off the screen, and then use Donatello to destroy the whirly enemy. And just keep doing this slowly to go forward. You can also use scrolls if you have them to just wreck these guys. But since I don't, and Donatello is almost dead, I'm going to use that method. Now there's a couple more whirly enemies, and then there is going to be the ladder. So because I want to save Donatello for the final boss, I'm going to use Leonardo here because he can take at least one hit from this mini-boss, which is another jetpack guy. We're going to duck under him, and then we're going to throw some stars at him to kill him. Alright, there we go. All we have is Shredder left, and he is actually pretty easy once you know his pattern. So we're going to jump to the right platform. As soon as he appears out of this lightning, we're going to hit him, do a little hop, and then hit him again. Stand on the left side of the platform, and then just hit him every time he jumps. And he will jump right into our bow, and he will die. And apparently, when we hit him, we turned into Raphael, somehow. I don't know if you noticed. Bam! The Shredder goes down in an explosion, but Don's colors change to red there. Now we want to hop out of the top, but I think it's funny that it moves the turtle all the way back to the right, and then it bonks its head before it jumps out. But there we go, we did it, we won. We beat the Shredder, we finished this game. The Childhood Revenge Tour is over for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. We used Shredder's transformation gun to turn Splinter back into a human. We have excelled his skills, or, exceeded them. And then we're gonna have a pizza to celebrate. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this journey as we went through this original game for the NES that caused a lot of tears and struggles for many children. Thank you for the continued support, and I'll see you all in my next series. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.